Brionte. I am a senior public policy major in the Andrew Young School of Policy Studies, and I am minoring in Spanish. I went to Europe. We went to several countries in Europe. We went to France, Germany, Luxembourg, and Belgium. I really enjoyed the class seminars that we had. We got to go to some high-profile places that a lot of people don't have the opportunity to visit. And then outside of the academic portion, just seeing the city and being there, my passion is in sustainability and environmentalism, so it was really great because we were in Europe, which is like the epitome of it. They've got transit everywhere, biking, it's just wonderful. One night we were in Heidelberg, Germany, and we decided to follow our professor, and he had this agenda, and nobody knew where we were going, and it was a long walk, a long hike up this hill, and then finally we emerged at this castle. It was a very old castle. It had been falling apart, and we were on the outskirts of it, and we found a way inside, and it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. The sky was perfect. It was one of my best memories in Europe. While we were abroad, we went to sessions at the International Chamber of Commerce, the German Bank. We went to just all of these different places that encompass government and some private institutions as well. And we had seminars, and they'd be about 2 hours long, maybe an hour and a half long, and we'd sit there and have a great discussion with whoever was presenting. And then, the idea was that you take notes and then use those for your papers. And the actual coursework wasn't due until a month after we got back, so you had plenty of time to enjoy the trip while you were there. I guess one of the things I had trouble with was exchanging money and that kind of thing, and so I think that if you're going to go study abroad in another country, you need to have a thorough understanding of their currency and how you're going to get money while you're there. I would say make sure you have a bank card with you that's usable. You could go with a Visa and a MasterCard, and those tend to be accepted at most places. A lot of places didn't take cards, so they took cash, so you'd have to go withdraw. And the banks aren't necessarily like American banks where you always have access to an ATM 24/7. So I would say if you're going to pull out money, make that the first thing you do in the morning. It made it so much easier. Like, some people were very stressed out about paying, and these were people who waited and waited, and then it was like, oh no, I have to pay, and then they were stressed out about it. So the study abroad gives you the advice to look for funding early, and I strongly suggest that. So winning the GES, it was just a big load off my shoulders. I didn't have to worry about paying anything when I got back. So I was stress free during the trip. It was also the coursework that kept me so engaged. So I was very satisfied. But there were some people on the trip who weren't public policy majors, so they were really bored in all the seminars, and are like, oh, this trip would be great if we didn't have to go to class. So I would say that make sure you pick something that's in your interest area, in your academic area, and not just for the country.